This story begins in the start of August, when I finally got all my computer parts together and I could finally build my computer. They were all about to come to life after being stuck on my shelf for so long. In every single video I've made, they've been just sitting on the shelf. That night, me and my dad, we put together the computer. Took a couple hours, took like 5 hours. It was like my first time making a computer, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything about the power supply, where all the things were to go. I didn't know nothing. I didn't even know how to take the motherboard out of the case. I thought I broke it. I thought like I had to like jolt it out anyway, but I thought it snapped or something. But it didn't. Luckily, it's because we needed that motherboard for another computer we were building. Everything seemed to be normal. Seemed to be going well. Everything was fine and dandy. But then we decided to turn it on. And nothing. Didn't turn on. Why didn't it turn on? Well, I'm about to tell you. We didn't see, there was two 8-pin connectors at the top of the motherboard. It's for the CPU fan, or not the CPU fan, the CPU. It's for the CPU. And we didn't plug them in. Or I didn't see them, we didn't plug them in, or I think we plugged one in, but they needed two. But the power supply we had only had one 8-pin connector. So, my dad came up with the ingenious idea to get another 8-pin connector from another power supply, which was in another computer, which is this abomination you're about to see now.
Yeah, don't move still like that.
What are you fucking recording? Just turn it off and let's fucking find something to short this with.
We shorted the power supply with a little pin connector that was from the top of a whisk that we just shoved in the green and black wires, connected them together, and it turned on. After looking at the BIOS, we saw that the motherboard wasn't recognizing SSD, meaning we had the wrong type of SSD. We had a crucial 500GB SATA SSD. We needed an NVMe SSD. With all that information, we needed another power supply with the right pins and an NVMe SSD that all come from Scorptech. So we worked on Scorptech and we bought the cheap of the cheap, like dirt cheap. This was like $150 for a power supply and an SSD, which is so cheap. After the SSD came, and the power supply, it was time to put together the PC for the second time now. At this point, I'm an expert. I've put together and taken apart so many computers, and before I knew it, it was time to test it. I flipped the switch and pushed the power button, and it worked. It worked. The motherboard was recognizing the SSD, and all that was left to do was install Windows. But that begs the question, why was I gone for so long? That was only a week. Well, that will all be explained after these messages from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. I'm kidding. But there will be links in the description for all of the parts that I am using in my computer right now that work. All of the parts that I'm in my computer right now, they work. And I know they work because I'm using them now. They'll all be in the description, and if you use that link to buy any of the parts, then I'll get a small cut of those purchases, and it'll be very nice. And thank you very much. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want, but use the links. I'll get a little bit of something. So I thank you if you do. Anyway, the reason I was gone for so long is because the PC would just randomly shut down for no reason. I would unplug, I'd do all the things, and whatever I was doing, it would just randomly shut down after like an hour or so. It would just kick me off. It was just like, nah, I don't want to work anymore. Bye-bye. You try again later. We first thought it was a power supply issue. Since we bought the cheap of the cheap, we thought that the power supply was a bit faulty. So, we replaced it with the ginormous, the Gigasaurus of power supplies, the 1200 watt Corsair power supply. And motherfucker, this thing is like 20 kilos. Like I can barely pick this thing up. It's so big, it's so massive, it's so good. But it's like so good, it's amazing. I love it so much. So after some time, I unplug everything and I put the power supply in, and then it still turns off. Wasn't the problem. It was feeling like a power issue. Looked over Reddit, looked over everywhere. Everyone was saying there's a power issue, but no, it wasn't a power issue. So our second culprit was the RAM. Faulty RAM. Like everyone gets at least one point or another. Faulty RAM, that's what we thought. No other solution. If the graphic card working, I know the graphic card working because I used it before. CPU working, everything working. Right? But we thought it was RAM. So we took out the RAM, bought some new RAM. Corsair, thank you for the products. They're very nice. They're working. All your products are working. And we bought this RAM. It's like DDR5 6000 megahertz RAM. And very nice, very good. So we plug them all in, and then we turn it on. And after some time goes by, bam, shuts down again. No reason, it's gone, just still nothing. Replaced every single part on the computer at this point. I've replaced the graphics card with another graphics card that I know works because I use it for so long, and it's still shutting off for no reason. No reason at all. After installing the RAM and testing it, and we realized it was faulty, I should have done this before we'd done anything, bought any products, anything else. You should have updated everything. So we updated all the drivers, we got all the BIOS settings, and fucking mid-BIOS update, very big no-no, it shut off. It shut off again. It shut off mid-BIOS update. Now the computer was fucked, totally fucked. Wouldn't turn on for nothing. But luckily, there was this little button. Thank Lord Jeebus, this little button exists. It like reinstalls all the BIOS, but of course the computer being the computer, it turned off again. Mid Q-Flash BIOS thing. So I had to do it again. Then it worked. It was fine. It was fine. The BIOS was reinstalled and everything was fine. We then went to update the BIOS again, and like we figured out, or I figured out, that if I unplug it and leave it for like a day, it would not shut off for like a couple hours. So that was better than 30 minutes. So if I just unplug it for a day and plug it back in and then update the BIOS, hopefully it don't shut off. And it was fine. And that's how we got the BIOS updated, which was very nice. We had the BIOS updated, everything updated, all the drivers updated, and it still didn't work. Still shutting off randomly. At this point, it's been 3 weeks. We're just messing around with the computer and like changing the parts and all the parts, and change, update, change power supplies, change wires, change everything. Just fucking around the computer for 3 weeks. We were fucking around this computer. Then the only thing I was left to do was replace the motherboard, because if the CPU was broken, then it wouldn't even, the monitor wouldn't even turn on. It wouldn't post anything, wouldn't do nothing. So if it was the CPU, wouldn't work. If it was a graphics card, I know the graphics card works because I used it for so damn long in my other computer. So that works 100%. Next was that was it. There was only 2 pieces that we haven't replaced yet. So we took a whammy and we bought a new motherboard. Does that even make sense? No, CPU was faulty, wouldn't post. Graphics card, I don't know how it works. So the only other thing that was that we could replace was the motherboard. So after a week of messing around with Scorp Tech, because they wanted to like send it there and test it for a week and then give us a diagnosis of like, oh, this is wrong with it. And I don't want that. I just want a refund so I can buy another motherboard or in exchange for that motherboard. I'm not waiting another week. It's already been a month and I haven't got my computer ready. I haven't had a computer in a month. I was very upset. So we were messing around with Scorp Tech. We weren't saying anything, but then we got enough money together and we bought this motherfucker, this behemoth. Wait, wrong way. This behemoth back here. Can I? How do I point at this shit? This one, the Z790 Aorus Master motherboard, which very nice. It's very heavy as well. It's like 20 kilos as well. So the computer, I lift it up. I'm like getting work. I'm like, and I'm doing that. What we decided to do was to go on a 2-hour drive there. 2 hours. You know how long 2 hours is? It's very long. 2 hours drive, that's such a long time. It took forever. I was about to cry in the car because of how long it's taking. So we took a 2-hour drive there with the motherboard. We got the motherboard and we got some money. Cause we got the motherboard and we got some money and we drove all the way to Scorp Tech. All the way, boom, all the way, across the country, all the way gone. And then we give him the money. We like, hey, we want this motherboard. Yeah, we buy this motherboard and then we give him the motherboard for returning or testing or whatever they want to do. Because we didn't care about this motherboard anymore. We know it's faulty and there's nothing else we can do. We came home, another 2-hour drive, all the way home, but on the freeway, we broke down. The radiator blew. The radiator blew for no reason. This radiator was good for like so many years. And now it blows up when I'm getting my computer. Couldn't blow up when I'm going to the hospital breaking my leg, but when it come to my computer, then it blow up with an asshole. What an asshole of a car. But yeah, we come home, finally get home, get my dad to drive me, and we could come home and we finally get home. After so long, after a month and a bit, we finally get to put the computer together. Finally, after so many years. So many years. Felt like years, but it was like a month. But it felt like a year. You know how long a computer? I couldn't have a computer for like a year. A month. I don't know anymore. But yeah, I get the computer together, get all the good ass components together. And now, after so long, I finally have a working computer. Well, I don't even know if it's working. It's been a couple days and it hasn't shut off, so I think it's working. I think the problem's solved, but I don't know. Leave a comment below and see if I'm delusional and this computer's actually broken in disguise and it's gonna break in like a week. So hopefully that doesn't work. That doesn't happen. But that's what happened. That's why I've been gone for so long. That's why, because I've been fucking around with this computer. I thought I'd just build it and finish, but no, something had to get in the way. But yeah, I'm back now. I'm back. I'm back, and I'll be making videos shortly. I'll be making videos all week. Oh, I missed this so much. But yeah, I'll be making videos. I don't know what kind of videos. I haven't had access to any internet besides my phone, besides TikToks, for like a week now. I mean, a month. So yeah, this is the first video I'm making with a computer. I'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure the editing is gonna be so much better because it's so much better. This computer, like DDR5, is like so good. It's not flex or anything. I just want to say I'm very happy that my computer's ready, and I'm back. I'm back making videos. I'm just very excited for the coming weeks. So yeah, that's about it. That's why I was gone for a month because I was fucking around with Scorpio. That's it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give a like, give a thumbs up. I'm gonna stop talking. I've been like repeated myself like 15 times at this point. So I'll see you in the next video, which hopefully won't be a month from now. Bye bye.